So I want to make a video showing you guys how to make quizzes with Lovable. It's really easy to do this, and if you have a repository of information you can use to reference and create the quiz, it'll be a lot easier. So you can do this very simply. All you have to do is ask ChatGPT to create a quiz that people can use to determine X, Y, or Z. So you could build a quiz for literally anything. It's a great way to qualify leads or users. And even if you're a service business and you're selling a service that's a couple $1,000s a month or some bigger price point, you can use this to figure out which service somebody might be interested in. So quizzes are great for running advertisements. They're great for so many different things. So I just asked it to come up with a quiz, and I actually have this course that I created. And so I used AI to take my transcripts that I used to talk about the different sections of the course, and then built this thread with ChatGPT to basically have me edit the notes from the transcripts to create the course. So it already had a bunch of information. You could upload a PDF that could basically have information on it if you want to base it on something, or you can just create a quiz on essentially anything you want. Point is that you want to give it a point score, and then basically, you're going to use Lovable to create a quiz on the website and produce output for people and a score based on what they submit, right? So it's going to create the quiz. It's going to come with the title. It's going to come up with the instructions for the developer, which in this case is Lovable. And again, you can use this on the free plan for Lovable. You don't need the paid plan. It'll then give you different options for each question and assign a point value to them. So this happens in, seconds, right? So they put this together. And again, this is on brand for me and based on what I already wrote. So it's even more relevant. All this is doing is saving me time from having to think about all these things. So it comes up with the test, and it has all the numerical values associated with it. And then what it does is it automatically creates different tiers that people fall into based on the answers to those questions. So it'll say 0 to 49 points, not ready, 50 to 79 points, almost ready, 80 to 100 points, ready to sell. And then I even say, can you, customize it to make it more about selling the company and using AI to do so? And so it actually went and adjusted it for me and changed some of the questions. So that way it made more sense for what I was trying to do. And then at the end of this, people can get a sense for how close they are to selling their actual company. There's a quiz results page, which you could even customize at the end, what it looks like and how it will be shown at the end in my voice based on what I've already written, which is really neat. So then what you have to do is you simply input this into Lovable and you say, create a quiz page based on these instructions, and then also create a quiz similar to Typeform or something like that. The instructions don't have to be very long or verbose because it's going to automatically understand based on you submitting these questions here and the format, essentially what you're trying to do. You could even say, make it like it is a Typeform, right? That they understand what that means. Typeform's super popular. They get it, right? So then what they will create is something like this. So on inside Lovable, it has the different pages. In my section here, it has the quiz as a quiz page, right? So this is the page that is being created here. And then I could start by just putting my email address in. And then I can go through here. And I'm just going to get through this really quick. But do you see how it has all of the same functionality as Typeform? Typeform is something you have to pay for the ability to have advanced logic or advanced routing. Like let's say you add some logic that says if you select letter D, then jump to this step. Well, Lovable can do this for you, so you don't need Typeform for that. Now, obviously, Typeform is great for more advanced stuff, but if you need something just like really basic, Typeform's great. So then it gives you your score and your readiness, and you can retake the quiz or you can get resources to improve the score. Some of this stuff actually it added without me telling it, which is really nice because it has an intuitive understanding of what the best way to set this up is, which is really, really cool. And then it also drives people back to the AI Exit Club, which I'm building. It will be connected to Supabase, and inside Supabase, you can essentially have everything in one place, and it will have like the quiz questions assigned with point values and all that stuff as one table. And then quiz submissions will be a separate one in another table. So that's essentially how you set it up. I hope that this is useful and that you set one up for yourself and that maybe you save some money not having to pay for Typeform. And remember, this is just scratching the surface, because if I wanted to, I could add a bunch of conditional logic. I could customize the design. I could, do all sorts of things, add a progress bar that's even more visually apparent. There's a lot of different things I could do here. You could add download your score, or you could even create an account, which people could then go and reference their score over time to see if they're doing better. And honestly, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Maybe that's what I'll build next. I don't know. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have questions, comment below. I'm going to be making more videos about Lovable, so feel free to subscribe for the channel, and I'm happy to help in any way. Thanks.